Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm not going to be on camera. I'm so sorry you don't get to see my lovely face, but I just started doing this today and I thought I would take you along on my journey of growing a avocado tree. Now, last time I did it, I did not peel the seed before sticking the toothpicks in. If you guys know the general way to grow an avocado tree, you know that you need 3 toothpicks, glass of water, submerge it halfway. I'm going to take you through the whole thing, but I did not peel it, and I think that's where I went wrong. So I just saw another video on how you're supposed to take avocados out, or the avocado pit out of the avocado, wash it, dry it, and then peel this top layer of skin off, which I've already done with one here. And then I'm going to show you what to do next. I'll be right back because I'm going to make myself some avocado toast. Okay, I decided just to stick with these 3. The other 2 were kind of finicky when I was peeling them. But you'll notice that there will be a kind of sort of like a flat bottom here and then a little tipped end. It's not really easily seen, but you can kind of tell which end is flat and which end is pointy. Like, look at this one. See, this is kind of the flatter end here. And then this is the more pointy tip. So you want to make sure that that flat part of the seed is the part that's in the water, because that is what is going to sprout roots. So I'm going to show you how to do it right now. It all peeled up. I think I might use this one too. Thanks for peeling it. Okay, I'm going to use these old ooey yogurt jars. They're glass. And these 2 mason jars here. And I'm going to fill them up kind of up to the brim. Okay, so I have my water in there and I have my toothpicks. And now what we're going to do, oh, don't mind those dirty dishes. We're going to stick 3 toothpicks into each seed, and we're going to avoid any of these cut lines here. We don't want to puncture those already made lines. I don't know why. That's what I saw on a YouTube video. Okay. So we're going to stick 1 in here. Carefully. Another one in here. Carefully. And then 1 more here. Carefully. So what you want to try to do is you kind of want to make, which I didn't do a very good job, but you kind of want to make like a triangle so that you can sit it in the jar like so. And I'll probably put a little bit more water in there. And then you're supposed to place it in a bright sunny window and wait to see what happens. And the roots will come out through the bottom. After a few weeks it should crack open. Then you should start to see some roots. And then this will eventually sprout an avocado tree. All right, I'm going to do the rest of them here and I'll show you where I'm going to place them. Okay, I have them over near this window here, and they are going to live here for the next month or so. And we'll check back in a few weeks. No waste. Okay, so it is 8 days later. It's July 29th, and I'm just gonna do a little checkup. So this one, still nothing, no crack of any kind. I'm making sure that the water is sitting halfway on the seed. I'm making sure that the base of it is submerged at all times. This one, let's see. Nope, Still nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Put you back in there. This one, look at that. This one is on its way. You can actually see a root starting to stem. Let me see if I could get a better view of this. You see it in there, kind of? It's a little tiny stem that's starting. So that one is doing what it's supposed to do. Good seed. Let's see this one. This one has a crack that's starting to form. Can you see that right there? So I'm gonna guess that this one's gonna be, yeah, it's going all the way around. I'm gonna guess that this one's gonna be the next one to crack up. And that's exciting. So 8 days later, about a week, and we already have one that's fully cracked. Okay, everybody, so it is August 30th, and we are almost exactly 1 month from my last update on our avocados. And as you can see, there is a clear split in most of the tops of these guys. This one has yet to split all the way through, but let me just show you the underside of what's happening with these guys. This one has not quite sprouted just yet, but as I said, you can see down to the center there, so that should be growing a root pretty soon. This one, let me show you the underside of this guy here. Look at that root. Isn't that crazy how it just sprouts straight from the bottom there? Nuts. This one over here. Let's show you this one. Look at that. And this looks like it has roots growing off of roots. And let's go to this one over here. There it comes. So it's slowly starting to grow there, right from the pit. Super cool, huh? So we want to give it a little bit more time because we want this sprout to sprout up straight out of here before we pot these up. So these will sit in water until that happens. So on our next video clip, hopefully we'll be in that stage of the avocado tree. It is now October 3rd, and we are gonna get these potted up because look, guys, just look. I'm gonna try to show this to you. Hopefully the camera will focus. But can we talk about this sprout here? I mean, head test. These have gotten so big, and the one that's in the smallest container is the tallest, if you could see in comparison. I don't know if that's just because the root grew like crazy in this one, and it's got 3 roots. Here, I'll show you. This avocado has 3 roots. Look at that. And this one has 1 long one. Isn't that nuts? And see how it just cracked? Can you see that big crack there? So this is what it's supposed to look like. Now the next step is to carefully take the toothpicks out of the seeds, and we are gonna pot them up. Now, I've seen people do it 2 ways. I've seen people bury the entire pit in the soil, and you want to keep the soil pretty moist during this period because it was used to sprouting in water. And then I've seen people do it where the top of it is outside of the soil, just like the top of this is outside of the water. So when we put this in the jar, as you just saw, remember we wanted to keep half of the pit, the bottom of it, underwater, and the other half above the water. So I think I'm gonna go that route. I think I'm gonna leave the very top of the pit right outside of the soil and keep it that way and see how we do. Now, we're getting a little crazy because I'm planting all 3 of these in the same planter. Honestly, the reasoning behind that is 1, I don't have 3 small pots, and 2, I like this shallow terracotta pot. I feel like it'll be great for keeping the soil moist. and just a pretty cool look overall for these guys. I'm just hoping the pot's not too big for them, but I plan on doing an update video on this in the next few weeks. I just wanted to get this out, so my update video will be a separate video. I've been filming this video since July 21st, I believe. So it's been a long time making, and I just really want to get this out. So, all right, let's do this. So we're gonna just dig a couple wells here. We'll start with one right here. And I kind of want them just to be, you know, evenly dispersed throughout the pot. So we are going to start by carefully taking these toothpicks out. And stop focusing on my face. Can you see that? We're gonna twist. These have been living in here for months, guys, so you wanna be careful. Twist and pull. There we go. I'm gonna do that to all of these. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm so excited to get these potted up because they've been living on my kitchen counter next to my sink for a while now. I moved them from the shelf to the sink, and they just need to get potted up. Okay, so we are going to get this root way down in there carefully, and then let's just backfill it. Sorry if you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I will show you what it looks like when I'm done as a close-up. I think that that should be okay. All right, we got one in there, and now I'm gonna do the same thing for these. Now these roots are a little less long because they didn't have as much space to grow. Ooh, these are like really in there. Like the pit kind of attaches itself to these toothpicks, so you just wanna twist and be really careful. You don't wanna break the toothpick off inside the pit because that would be bad. All right, let's get this one down in there. Careful not to cover it completely. I'm gonna try that method and see if that works. Overall, I had fun with this experiment. I tried doing this quite a few times before, and I never peeled the avocado pit. So I feel like that's what did it. Like, peeling them is what works. Now, I can't remember if I started with 4 avocados or just 3. If I started with 4, then I think I tossed, oh, I did. I tossed one because it had this weird stuff growing on the root. It was like, it almost looked fuzzy, and I can't remember if I recorded it. So if I'm repeating myself, then, but that's why we ended up with 3. Now this one has like 3 roots growing out of it too. Look at those roots. Ooh, I love it. How do you guys say roots? Do you say root or root? Root, right? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not pronouncing anything right. Okay, let's get in there. Okay. I think I need a little bit more soil over here. I wonder if that'll work. We got them in there. All right, I'm gonna give them a good little water. The key to doing these too, I feel, is to constantly make sure that your water is at the right level when you have them in the water, because there were a few times where I caught myself, like, water evaporates, guys, like fast. And there was a few times where I noticed that the level got a little too low. And you don't want that to happen because you really want that root to be submerged and not dry out. Let that settle. Leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know if you've ever grown any avocado trees before. Okay, the water's seeping out the bottom. I think we're good to go. And that's it. I wonder what these are gonna do. I do notice a few leaves on here. I'll do a close-up so you can see it. But I just think that that is so cool that you can like grow a tree from an an avocado. Store-bought avocado. Organic store-bought avocado. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me in this video that took me forever to film and put out. I've been waiting to do this video for a long time. If you have any questions or if you feel like I should be doing anything different, leave them in the comment section below. I love all your advice, so I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Let's do a close-up.